friends. On the request of some of my subscribers and my friends, I have decided to show before you some recipes which are typically Assamese. It belongs to Assamese cuisine. So whenever we talk about Assamese food, the first thing that comes to our head is Khar. It's an alkaline curry which we can make with any vegetables. But my personal favorite is the one that's made with bamboo shoot. Bamboo shoot is you can talk about it as a particular item which grows here abundantly and is used in many dishes here in all forms, in chicken, in fish, in dal and curries. And also now today I'll be showing you how to make a khar with bamboo shoot, or we call it in Assamese Bahgazor. So here's presenting before you Khar, Bahgazor Khar. I have the piece of bamboo shoot that I have shown you. I have shredded it with here, and then I'll put it into a pressure cooker. Along with it, I've also soaked some 3 tablespoons of masoor dal, and then say around 20 minutes of soaking will do it. Then I washed it cleanly, and then I'm putting it into the pressure cooker. We also have to add say 1 potato that's also shredded, and then into the pressure cooker. I'll also be using some this is ginger, but please be careful not to grind the ginger much, because then it will have that crunch which will give the bitter taste to the food. Alright, so these are the main ingredients that are needed. Now we are going to put in some water here and some salt and enough water to really cook it for a long time, at least 15 or 20 whistles. So let me get some water. So here I am using some water. Say enough water, as I said. You need to have a lot of water here, which is like covering the entire thing. And then add in the required quantity of salt. Okay. We can always check on the salt and later add it. And then we put on the pressure cooker and on high flame, 15 and 20 whistles. The more the better. Okay, so now we'll put on the gas stove and on high, let it be there for 15 or 20 whistles, and then I'll show you next the ingredients, the remaining ingredients left. The good thing, it's very simple. You need the minimal of ingredients, and even the oil content is very less that we use, and in a way it's healthy. Alright, now let me introduce the other remaining ingredients to you. So I have used here around 2 chopped onions, around 4 tablespoons of mustard oil. Then here we have 1 bay leaf or tej patta. Then we have something which is a speciality of Assam and Bengal. This is known as the panch puran. That means we have the mixture of many spices like fennel, fenugreek, teal, and here some other spices also like mustard is also here. And here we'll also be needing, which is very important, is some pods of garlic. Garlic pods will give you that particular flavor which is typically related with khar. We also need 1 dry chili, which these are for the tempering thing. We need to remember, however, that when we talk about Assamese cuisine and also Bengali and Assamese cuisine, we prefer using the mustard oil. And in khar, it is used in such a good quantity that when we first temper it, that's minimal use of the mustard oil. But later, after the cooking is done, we smear it on, we just drop it on the top of the prepared food to give you the distinctly mustardy flavor. Alright, so we'll wait for the whistles to come by. Around 20 whistles, the mixture has turned this way. Okay, so it's ready, and now we need to do the tempering, and then we have khar ready. So here, this is the particular thing which is known as khar. We have one in the liquid form. Here, this one is made from the peel of the banana. It's a long process, normally made in the homes in the villages. But because it's not available so easily, I use something called soda by Khar. This is also known as Khar in Assamese, and I use this in my recipe. So while I was getting things ready, I had put the karai on flame, on high, and I am putting in a little bit of 2 tablespoons of mustard oil. And as I told you, when we are talking about the mustard oil, it needs to really smoke up fully. Otherwise, the smell of the raw smell of the mustard oil doesn't suit our senses. Okay, so here first, now this is done, almost done. I'll put in first the dry red chili, then the Panch Phuran, then the bay leaf there, and immediately the onion. Okay, the onion needs to be fried so that the raw smell is gone, but you shouldn't in a way burn it. So we do not use haldi or turmeric in this recipe. Then we put in everything from the pressure cooker, and now because it's become very thick, we'll add in a little bit of water. Yeah, quite a bit, and then let it come to a boil. We'll wait for it to come to a boil. Normally when we talk about making curries, we use hot water, but now here at present we are talking about khar. We use we can very well use the cold water and let it come to a boil, in the process cooking up the food a bit. The amount of khar or soda bicarb that we use, it's all about your own way of guessing what's the right amount. So what I normally do is that I just spread it all across like this, all around a bit, okay, and when the bubbles froth up, I turn it a bit like this, and yes, I have the feeling when the frothy layer is up there, it means the amount is right for the khar recipe. So just cover it a bit and let it cook for some time on high flame. Okay, so the khar has this property of completely mixing up everything. Everything will become one. The consistency will become very thick, and now at this point we'll give in the crushed garlic and again cover it and let it simmer for at least 7 to 8 minutes. Now this has been simmering in medium flame for around 8 to 9 minutes. So we have the desired consistency. Now we'll check for the most important element there, the salt. Lovely. We'll switch on the gas and dish it out. Okay, that's done. Now we can remove the bay leaf when we're serving it out, and then on top we'll just drop in the mustard oil. And here is ready, delicious Assamese khar, Bahgazor khar. I hope you like this recipe and try it out. You'll love it. And if you love it, you give the thumbs up symbol, and then of course like and share. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Thank you.